Hello everyone, welcome to another video, and today we will discuss the topic of the Horus Heresy release schedule and if it's normal or not. But first of all, a little message before the video. You know that we are trying to reach 1,000 subs by the end of the year because the Horus Heresy is now having a much wider audience, and I would very much enjoy if you would like, comment and share the video with your friends if you like it, of course. Now back to the normal program. So first of all, is the slow release schedule hurting the game or not? I think not, because the box set is quite big. We have some stuff already released, and I mean Forge World took like 10 years to make the whole range. Obviously most of it wasn't resin and needs to be ported over, and yes, technology has advanced, but I don't think we can expect everything that's in plastic, everything that's in resin to be released in plastic within the next 2 or 3 years. No, I don't even think that we will have everything they want to port over in plastic in the next 5 years, and that's not it's a deal because resin kits, as we know now, are way more expensive than the plastic ones. But I think that's the price we will have to pay, and I think if it's something very specific and you want to have it anyway, then you should buy it now. If you think you can wait, then you can wait, definitely. As we are looking at the release schedule and the slow release schedule, to keep on topic, is it normal for the Horus Heresy to have air quotes a slow release schedule at the beginning? If we are looking at the last two major releases, that being Age of Sigmar and the Dominion box set, no, that's the Dominion box set, and the Indomitus box set for Warhammer 40k, I do believe that the release schedule is fairly normal, because it took months after after Indomitus to get the Assault Intercessors and whatnot was in the 40k Space Marine release, or the Necron release. I think the first release for 9th edition Warhammer 40k was in September or October in the same year. Obviously it was the first Nurgle's Plague year, so yeah, maybe that's you could see that as an argument. But for Dominion, the Age of Sigmar box set, it was the same. You had the Age of Sigmar box set, then you had the box sets like the starter box sets, the three different ones, the Elite, the Commander and the Recruit edition, or whatever they are called. And then they still had their first releases and their first tomes, battle tomes, I believe it's called in Age of Sigmar. They had those in October. So for the Horus Heresy, we obviously know that in this month, August, we will receive the Mechanicum stuff, and that in October we will have the Armies of the Imperium book, which includes Solar Auxilia, Custodians and so on. So I don't think that the schedule is actually slow. I think it's fairly normal for the Horus Heresy. And we already got some stuff. With the box set we got the Kratos and the Rhinos, we have the Tactical Squads, we have the Leviathan Dreadnought. Did anything else release? I can't remember. I don't think... Oh yeah, the special weapon sets released. Not all of them, but I think that most of the stuff they have already shown, like the Seekeran and the Predators and the Contemptor. We will have that by September, October, and then we will see new stuff for the Horus Heresy that they didn't show off. But I'm fairly sure that they have a lot of stuff up their sleeves, but they don't want to show it obviously all at once, because that's how marketing works. I think the first big drop of Horus Heresy stuff will probably be in October, like the other two major edition releases we got before. And I don't think that you have to panic that they don't want to support the Horus Heresy properly, or that they show off the upgrade kits for the Space Marines every Thursday because they don't have stuff. I'm adamant, and I'm pretty sure they have stuff, but they wanna pace it out a bit. I don't know if I haven't seen any game system, if it's Games Workshop or anything else, that released as a complete range at once. I don't believe so, especially not when the range they are trying to adapt to plastic took 10 years to make. We just got the last Primark for the Horus Heresy around 9 months ago. So yeah, I don't think so. I don't think that the Horus Heresy is dead on arrival, or like some business administration special boys on the internet saying that the Horus Heresy killed GW or the Horus Heresy is doing bad. I mean, you couldn't buy rhinos for almost 1.5 months, and that isn't due to supply issues. I think it's because the Horus Heresy is selling pretty well, and I also see it as it sells pretty well because I'm active in the local scene. I guess I see the people starting the Heresy, buying the box sets. Obviously the box set has a lot of stuff, so releasing more stuff at the beginning doesn't make real sense, because people don't have the time to assemble and build it all and maybe paint it all. And that's why I think they are keeping it slow with the releases for the Horus Heresy right now, because it's normal GW practice for new editions to keep it slow with the releases at first, and then do big waves like every 3 months. Every 3 months we have like something big AOS related or something big Warhammer 40k related, and I think Warhammer the Horus Heresy will find its spot right in between those two other games, because I think the Horus Heresy is a bit more than a specialist game, to them at least. Not to say that the Horus Heresy is a specialist game for me, it clearly isn't. I love the Horus Heresy. I think it's the best game they ever made, and the second edition is pretty awesome as well. So yeah. And then GW does have some interesting release decisions, I would say. For example, they released the Melee Leviathan and a Melee arm sprue for the Leviathan, which makes no sense. If I'm buying a Melee Leviathan, I'd rather buy a ranged arm upgrade kit instead of a melee one. And I don't know who did that, but the person who said this is how they roll is definitely not in the know of what people want, because I mean, I could build a General Grievous Leviathan Dreadnought with 4 melee arms. I think that would be pretty cool. But other than that, I don't get why they released the melee Leviathan with melee arms and not with ranged arms, so you could make mixed Leviathans or maybe even fully ranged Leviathans, even though there's a kit coming down the road. So now for another topic is what to expect by the end of the year. So by the end of the year 2020, if you are happening to watch this video in 30 or whatever, maybe this does not apply to that anymore, but who knows. I think we will have definitely the Despoilers, because the Despoilers are a new unit in the book. They are not tactical marines with chainswords and basically have the same data card. They have their own unit entry now. I think we will have all the basic stuff. I think breaches and assault marines are a good shout, or either. And then I think we will get a lot more of the Demios pattern stuff. So like Vindicators and Whirlwinds, I believe, would work very well for a release. So you have all the small stuff out, maybe more Sicarans, because we just got one Sicaran, and I would definitely appreciate the Venator. What I'm wishing for is that we actually get some fast attack choices, because everything they've shown off till now is heavy support, and you only have 3 heavy support slots. How many heavy supports are you supposed to use? And there's White Scars and Emperor's Children player out there who would enjoy the odd land speeder in their list, I think. So yeah, I think by the end of the year we can expect some fast attack choices, and obviously I don't think Legion veterans. I think those are supposed to be your build, to be built with like your own volition. But I think like stuff like breaches, assault marines, despoilers, Demios pattern vehicles are a good shout, because they are supposed to be the basic units. I say this in air quotations because nothing in the Heresy is basic. Everything became so killy. Yeah. And then there is the elephant in the room. I try to make this last topic not so long, But what about the non-marine plastic stuff? I know this is a rabbit hole, and I try to not make it so long as I said before, but I definitely believe that the mechanicum stuff will have plastics, and that the solar auxilia and custodians and whatever is in the Liber Imperium book will have plastics as well. Maybe not the Imperialis militia, because they didn't even have any Forge World models, but maybe they surprise us, and I think that's a good thing. You can't release books and have to ask people to pay £94 or like €130 for a standard Solar Auxilia army. For Troops Choice, or the Venetaria, I believe, are €60 and they're like 120 points or something. So I definitely believe that there will be plastic stuff for other armies in the Horus Heresy. But maybe not in the beginning. Maybe we start to see plastic stuff for non-marine armies in the Horus Heresy in a year, or maybe by the end of the year. Who knows? Maybe we see some plastic Castellax and Thalaxi. Maybe they surprise us and they say, hey, the Mechanicum book is about to come out. Have some Mechanicum stuff, or the Imperium book is about to come out. Have some Solar Auxilia stuff. I think that could definitely be the case. I wouldn't put it past them. Especially since all the grognards said that the plastic kits will probably just be as expensive as the resin ones, but they will be in plastic, so that's fine, and we already saw that the plastic kits are cheaper and of fine quality. Very good quality. The Deimos pattern rhinos, I built 3 of them. Every one took me like 45 minutes to an hour, which is pretty nice considering the old resin Deimos pattern rhino made me want to quit the hobby, because you had to bend and green stuff so much stuff. So yeah, good riddance. I love the plastic vehicles. And the Leviathan Dreadnought is also in plastic, pretty nice. I just recently built one. It's super posable. So yeah, I think everything in the Horus Heresy will get plastic at some point, except maybe the Legion specific stuff, which we will have to wait a bit longer for. I think they are just probing out the waters, how nice the Horus Heresy is going, or how good it sells. And if it sells enough, maybe we will see something like plastic Tyrant Siege Terminators. Anyway, thank you all for listening. Have a nice day, have a nice weekend. Next week I'm going to post a video about my event army that I'm taking to the Race for Terra event, for the narrative event. But until then, have a nice day, have a nice weekend, and bye bye.